Welcome everyone. Yeah, my name is Deji Okunaja. So for tonight, we're going to look into installing IntelliJ and as well as configuring. So let's go quickly. I'm going to go through the slide. Then after that, we'll go into the workshop to actually do this. So it's going to be two parts. So for you to install IntelliJ, you just need to go to jetbrains.com/idea. So once you get there, you can click on download. So I would advise you to go and install the community version, which is free. So if you go with Ultimate, you go free 30 days trial. That will end after the 30 days and you have to pay. But for free version for life, you just go with the community. That should do everything that is required for you to use in this particular course. So this is for Windows. If you are going to go installing on Mac, you can click on Mac as well as on Linux. So once you get that, once you click on download, you should see it being downloaded. You can click on the downloaded file or go to your download folder and then open the particular file from there. If it starts, you should see something like this, depending on the version that you're installing. So you can click on yes. So then you would get to this particular location and click on yes, or next rather. So then you are allowed to choose the location. This is by default. It's going to specify the location for you. I'll just advise you just leave it as it is and just click on next. Then for the installation options that you need to check, so I've kind of checked these ones. So add launcher directly to your path. So this will require you to restart your system, which I think it's okay. So then add open folder as project. So then extension association. So the Java should be linked to. We are not doing Groovy, so I think I will just leave the rest. So you can download and install the 32-bit JetBrains runtime. Then you can click on next. So of course you want to have it added to your start menu. So then click on install. Then that does that for you. Then at the end, please do reboot your system. And then you click on finish. Your system is going to be rebooted. When it comes back, you click on your start. So for instance, if you click on your start, go to idea, you will see something like that. So once you click on that, it will take you to a screen like this, basically. So where you can accept the terms of user agreement. So you check this button. If you didn't check it, it's only exit that's going to be enabled. But once you check the confirmation checkbox, you can click on continue. You click on continue, and whether you want to send statistics or not. So you choose whatever you want to do. Yeah. So. And then you come to this particular location. So whether to choose to use the light one or to use the dark cooler one. In my own part, I've selected the dark cooler one, which is the dark gray theme. So you are free to select any theme that you want to use. And the next bit is a bit of configurations that you need, or customization that you need to do. So my proposal is based on the people attending this particular course. I would say you have three things to configure. So the first one is your build tools, then your test tools, and yeah, I think that should be, yeah. and the version control. To be honest, there's nothing for you to do there other than just check and see that all the checkboxes are enabled, to be honest. So, which I'm going to show you how the screen should look like. So on the build tools, because we are going to use Maven, right? So it's okay, to be honest, you can leave everything like that, or most important, you ensure that you got Maven checked. We are not using Ant or Gradle Java. It's going to be Maven particularly, but ensure that Maven is checked. Then you go back to, so if you click on go back, it takes you back to the screen. Then you can as well click on the GitHub. If you click on GitHub, it takes you to, sorry, on the version control rather, it takes you here to be able to select different type of version controls that you are going to be using. So for this particular course, it's going to be Git and GitHub. So, but it's okay to check everything. You never know, you might need to use them. So, and as well, you can also go back and select and check on the test tools. So we are going to be using JUnit and TestNG. If time permits, we'll also look at the coverage. So you need this one or this one checked. So then after that, you go back and, okay, if I just open on the plugin, you see there are different plugins. So I'll come back to this one anyway. So let's go through this. So you can as well select different plugins. This is on this screen is going to be opened for you by default if you are doing your first configuration. So, but I'll tell you how to locate it later. So this is basically the featured plugins, but you can, when you, there are other plugins that you can use. I've kind of advised that, okay, you might need some Redo tools if you are going to be learning Java and you want to install that particular features. And this another cool feature, which is basically IDE feature trainers that actually interactively give you some shortcuts that are essential for you. So you can install these two plugins. So, but I will let you know that plugins that are required as we get through the course. So, and that it will be it for the installation you got to read. So, however, there will be some configurations that you need to do. So you can click on configure at this point. So, and then you'll be able to set your appearance. So peradventure you decided to change your theme, you can change it here from, I've got Dracula as my own settings, you can change it from there. So, but there's something that you can go through all these settings, but if you know what you are doing, you can change them. But one thing that I want to look into is the version control. So if you go to the version control, like I told you, we are going to be using Git. But 2 weeks ago, I spoke about GitHub. So what you need to do is so go to the version control and you click on GitHub, and you would see this particular screen for you to add your GitHub account. So you can add your GitHub account to it. And once you've done that, it's going to take you to JetBrains to authorize GitHub to be used on your IntelliJ. So once you click on authorize in GitHub, it takes you to GitHub, and you can then add authorize JetBrains IDE integration. Once you are able to log in and successfully authorize it, you get this particular link, and that should be you started. So, and yeah, and happy automation.